Hello, everyone. This is the Crimson Cure, welcoming you to the Crimson Tower, a place where we keep a feminine foot on the neck of the gynocracy, feminism, and black male misandry. So go ahead, pull up a chair, stay a while, and listen.
For over 2 decades, we focused on one philosophy, the 10 life values. A system that helps us examine our lives, our vision, our leadership. Our products and our services are exclusively for men, all men. The ones who teach and mentor our kids, maintain our livestock and grow our food, make and repair our products, saves us from catastrophe and protect our nation. The 10 life values are woven into every product and service we create. Because at the end of the day, our vision is to see all men from every community equipped with the appropriate processes and the necessary tools to be excellent fathers and the best version of themselves they can be.
Hey there, Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am, of course, your host, the Crimson Cure. And as usual, we're just going to jump right into the topic. So as you can see, the title, Say No to Birth Control. I actually had a subscriber write in to me and ask me about why it seems as if a lot of Black women that he dates or have dated seem not to be on any type of birth control and don't want to get on any, but actually are still looking to have regular relations all the time, not necessarily wanting him to put a condom on, which the subscriber says that he does regularly anyways. So it's kind of a legit question, and it's one that I've pondered myself. I wonder why Black women always seem to have some type of issue with birth control, but we also have an issue with single motherhood, and we also have an issue with abortion. It would seem as though regular use of one of the many forms of birth control would be preferable to either having a child that no one planned for or becoming pregnant and having to decide upon termination of that pregnancy, sometimes more than once. So my question to the ladies is, do Black women say no to birth control? And if so, why? Because I have seen it on social media, all of these various excuses as to the hormonal things and all of that. And birth control is a hormonally based medicine. Okay, it is. It's designed to basically trick our bodies into thinking that it's already pregnant, therefore not delivering an egg into the womb. And in many cases, it stops our cycle altogether. And I have my opinions on that, but here's the thing. I'm not going to talk about this issue from the way that I think it should be. I'm going to talk about it from the way that it is. And what it is on the ground is that there are a lot of single motherhood births, out of wedlock births, and there's a whole heck of a lot of pregnancy terminations going on in the Black neighborhood, in the Black community. And when we have access to so many different kinds of birth control, I wonder why we consistently refuse it, and we like to go raw. We like when the guys go raw. And I mean, it feels good. It feels just as good to us as it does the guys. But at the same time, if you're not in a committed relationship and you're just sort of out here playing the field, as it were, sort of, here and there, riding a carousel a little bit here and there, I don't understand why birth control is not really an option for a lot of Black women. I do hear a lot of them say, they don't like the way that the pills make them feel. And listen, this isn't 1976. You don't have to just take a pill. There are patches, there are IUDs, there are a number of ways to implement birth control without having to do something every day. And of course, again, they are hormonally based. So it's going to reverse or stall your reproductive system. But if you're going to be out here not in a committed relationship, then that's a sacrifice that you have to make. You're not going to be able to go out here and ride the carousel and say, I'm not going to alter my body, because there are spermicides, there are female condoms that aren't hormonally based. Okay, there are versions of birth control that don't alter your hormones like that. They're physical barriers, like a male condom is. Now, they may not be quite as effective. But at some point you have to sacrifice something. If you're going to be doing what you do and doing you, then you're going to have to do you responsibly. And if single motherhood is hard, then don't become single mothers. In this day and age, women are the only ones with 100% control over our reproductive rights. Okay. There's no man that can make us terminate a pregnancy, make us carry one to term, make us keep a child that we don't want, or become impregnated with a child that we don't want. So with that type of responsibility and the rights over our reproductive system, it comes some accountability for that. And again, while I may have my personal thoughts on things like birth control, abortion, and things of that nature, I also advocate marriages and committed relationships where if you do come up pregnant, it's not the end of the world. It's not some sort of horrible thing that happened to you. It can be a source of happiness and a source of joy, and a way to bring you and your husband together, in a closer relationship, because you're going to have a child and you're going to make or expand your family. But in many cases, we're not in those positions, and we will become a mother before we will become a wife or even a steady girlfriend. And that's just really super extra backwards. So it's pretty much a good question. Do we say, as Black women, do we say no to birth control? And if so, why? And this is something that I'd like the ladies to chime in with in the comment section. Do you take birth control? And if you don't, are there some legitimate medical reasons why you don't? And if there is a belief system, do you also believe in abstaining from unprotected sex until you are in a committed relationship? Because see, you got to give up something to get something. Can't have it all. I know feminism told you could, but you can't. Can't have it all. Okay, so we're going to have to knock that off. And we're going to have to get real, ladies, about what the situation is on the ground. Okay, yes, we would love to have the freedom of not altering our bodies on any type of, in any type of real way to prevent pregnancies. But that's really not the way that it goes. Birth control was invented so that you could ride the carousel without birthing children. You realize that, don't you? That with the rise of feminism came the rise of all of these various methods of being able to ride the carousel without evidence. Yet we tend to rack up a lot of evidence in the form of children, many of which we weren't looking for and don't want. So I'm trying to figure out in 2021, why are we having children that we don't want? No other woman in any Western society is being made to have a child that she isn't looking forward to. So I'd like to hear that from the ladies. What's with Black women in birth control? Why does it seem like we have an aversion to it? but we don't have an aversion to the very astronomically high abortion rates or the single motherhood rate. So after you sound off into the comments, I would love for you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.